Welcome to The Explainer, where we break down big ideas. Today, we're digging into a pretty wild principle of leadership, one that completely turns conventional wisdom on its head. It suggests that real authority, real influence, actually comes from a place you might not expect at all. Okay, so let's just jump right in with this quote. I mean, it seems totally backwards, right? Especially when you're thinking about leadership. We're so used to the idea that the junior person serves the senior, the new hire serves the manager. This flips that entire script. And that's the big question for all of us, isn't it? What does this actually mean for our teams, for our companies, and for how we try to lead right now? How on earth can serving someone actually make you a stronger leader? To figure that out, we have to start by looking at a paradox that sits right at the very heart of what it means to lead. Think about it. We all have this kind of unconscious blueprint in our heads of what a leader is supposed to be. It's pieced together from every boss we've ever had, every mentor, every public figure we've ever watched. And for a lot of us, that picture is all about top-down command and control authority. And here's the problem. That traditional top-down image can really push us toward two pretty dangerous extremes. The source material uses this really great metaphor. Imagine that the path to being a great leader is a road. Well, if you veer too far to the left or too far to the right, you end up stuck in a ditch, completely unable to move your team forward. So, on one side of the road, you've got the being in charge ditch. This is your classic my way or the highway leader. They seem strong on the surface, but the source notes it often comes from a place of insecurity. Then, on the complete other side, you've got the giving in charge ditch. This is the leader who avoids making tough calls, who's way too hands-off, and it just creates this chaotic any way you want kind of vibe. And the real trap here, the thing that gets so many of us, is that when we get burned by a being in charge micromanager, our gut reaction is to run as fast as we can to the opposite extreme. We overcorrect right into the giving in charge ditch, and that just creates all this whiplash and instability. We never actually find that solid, effective road in the middle. So what happens when a team is just bouncing back and forth between these two ditches? Well, you get conflict. That's what you get. But here's the thing. Not all conflict is created equal. First, you've got the unhealthy kind. This is the nasty stuff, the stuff that rips teams apart. It's all about ego, frustration. It creates these little factions and silos. It's all about winning the argument, not finding the right answer. It's a zero-sum win-lose game. But, and this is a huge but, there's another kind, healthy conflict. And the source material we're looking at says this is absolutely essential for great leadership. This is about building a culture where people feel safe enough to be honest, to debate ideas passionately, all in the search for the best possible outcome. It's collaborative, not competitive. It's about finding that win-win. And this brings us to the solution. The person who knows how to spark that healthy conflict, who lives on that road between the ditches, the well-balanced leader. So what does this actually look like? Well, it's not just about business strategy. It's deeply human. These leaders genuinely care about their people as individuals. They build psychological safety, where it's okay to be honest and vulnerable. They're always learning, always growing, and they are absolutely obsessed with fostering that win-win environment. So you see, this is the whole shebang right here. It's not about choosing, it's not leading or serving, it's about figuring out how to weave them together into one seamless, powerful leadership style. Okay, so that sounds great, but how do you actually do it? What does this really look like in practice? Let's check out what the source considers the ultimate model for this kind of leadership. Now, the source material points to a really powerful historical example, Jesus. He's held up as a leader who perfectly blended these two things, leading with a clear vision and authority, but at the same time consistently serving his followers. It shows that these two actions aren't at odds with each other. They're actually two sides of the very same coin. And boom, that brings us right back to where we started. It's this beautiful full circle moment. The one with the authority, the elder, finds their greatest power, their greatest influence when they make the choice to serve the younger. And this, right here, is the ultimate payoff. It's the game changer. That being in charge leader has to demand respect and demand that people follow them. But when you truly, genuinely serve your team, you don't have to demand anything. They want to follow you. You earn their loyalty. And that desire sets off this incredible chain reaction. It starts with just wanting to follow, but then it deepens. people start wanting to contribute their best ideas, their extra effort. And finally, that grows into real, deep commitment, not just to a task, but to the mission, to the vision, and to each other. So, as we wrap this up, I want to leave you with a question to chew on. A leader who just demands obedience, well, they create compliant followers. But a leader who leads by serving empowers their people, they help them grow, and they build the next generation of leaders. So the question is, which one are you?